Hello and welcome back to the Football in Question podcast. This is season 4, episode 23. Our longest running season ever is back. Lads, how you doing, Isaac?
I'm doing fine, yeah.
Jordan?
Good.
I mean, international break, but
International breaks, it's always sad, it's always disappointing. But my opening question for you lads is, aside from Messi and Mbappe, because I think these are the two obvious choices in this question, if you could steal one other international player for this current England team, who would it be? Heading into the Euros, heading into future World Cups, you just switch their nationality.
I'm going to be honest, we had a kind of conversation very similar to this on the way here.
Did we?
About a player which could be eligible for England because they were born here. And I'm going to say it before you.
Go for it.
Erling Haaland. I think England have a future striker problem post-Kane. And he's the best striker in world football on form. Yeah, and also, he could have been eligible for England. You know, he was born here. Lived in Leeds for a long time. So, yeah.
Haaland's not a bad shout.
Not a bad shout.
Fair enough.
I have absolutely no idea.
Just go for another decent striker.
I mean,
Decent striker?
no, I was thinking just because if we're talking about for the next competition or whatever, I'm thinking what are we short on? We're not really. Are we short on midfield players?
No.
I think we're short on
short on defensive.
I think we're short on 8s. We have enough. We have 2 DMs where we don't have any proper decent. Because the fact that Ward-Prowse has a shout, I love Ward-Prowse, but the fact that he's like our 4th decent centre mid.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
You clueless? Well, I was going to
Speaking of clueless, Sam Clucas.
Chuck a couple of names in there. You know, I was thinking maybe Camavinga or something like Schumann. If we're talking about midfield, but I was thinking of centre back. I feel like we're a little bit.
I was thinking.
Yeah, that's quite a good one. And I feel like I've jumped the shark a little bit, but still.
I was going to go for Gvardiol. I don't know how to say his name.
Gvardiol.
Yeah, the Croatian centre back. Just because, I mean, a lot of people are talking about him. He had a decent World Cup, so
that's a very good one.
That's a decent one, yeah.
That's who I'd go for, and yeah, I don't want to rely on Harry Kane anymore.
Maybe I think defensive players is the one that we need the most. Maybe
I do just look and think Harry Kane performs so much for us.
Yeah.
We don't want a big drop off when he goes.
I think our attacking players, other than Kane, obviously. Yeah, but the thing is, with that, if we get Haaland in now, we just change everything to suit around Haaland.
Yeah, but that does work. That will work. Man City are second in the Premier League and they're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Yeah.
They're not doing bad.
Second in the Premier League, they should be grateful.
Just before we move on, we need to talk about something, lads, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We do need to talk about something. What we need to talk about is this right here. Do you know what this is?
I do know.
This is a contract from last week. It's slightly destroyed now, but it was only the top corner that got destroyed.
Someone threw a tantrum at the last minute.
I think someone just threw a tantrum in the last minute. But basically, if you looked or watched, listened, whatever, to the last episode, you will know that at the end of the quiz, there was a bit of controversy as to who had said their buzzer first and who should have answered the question. Isaac was very annoyed. He wanted it to go to VAR and all that stuff. And so that's exactly what we did. But before that, the boys came to an agreement that whoever loses the quiz in the end would have to wear a Man United shirt. Now,
for the next episode.
For this episode, the next episode, this episode. And yeah, the contract says, I solemnly swear that I, Isaac / Ashley, will wear a Man United kit if it is revealed that I lost the quiz on the date. So, and it's signed by both of them. Just so you guys know, it's signed. So it is official. But apparently we couldn't come to a conclusion. Who knows what happened.
We looked for a solid, I think, hour. We were trying to...
Basically, the podcast went out 2 days late because we spent an hour looking at a specific 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds, 3 seconds.
Probably half a second.
Yeah,
probably, we zoomed it to literally the slowest Premiere Pro is capable of doing it.
There was no difference. We said it, I'm pretty sure, at the exact same time. There was a sway that I said first.
The thing is, he's louder, and we thought, well, if we zoom in on it, we maybe can tell. Turns out, no, because we still just... Yeah. The more you zoom in on the noise, the less intelligible it is. It is just a...
But basically, the boys both came to an agreement that because we couldn't decide...
We'd both wear a Man United
They would
shirt.
both wear a Man United shirt. So I bought 2. You take that one. And you take that one.
I get the mouldy one.
It's not mouldy. It's just falling apart
last
from
week
the wash
when we realised what would happen, I did Bugsy the decent one. I do remember saying that.
Also, it's got Ronaldo on the back, that one. So I think that's even more funny because he's
I
just hates
I
Ronaldo.
despise Ronaldo, but I know the shirt's in better nick. So,
So
you know.
get your tops on. Get your tops on, boys.
I mean, are you worried about the mic at all?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I just want to say first, I'm wearing my Arsenal chain under this and my Arsenal hoodie for the sole purpose that it doesn't touch my skin.
I think it's a bit of a cop out, but
Well, look, at the end of the day, it's on. Both of us have gone for it, you know, undershirt. So
yeah, but
I don't fancy getting top of something.
have I screwed up putting it on? It feels like it's whoa.
it's hooked to your hood.
I like it.
Yeah, you guys look good in a United shirt.
I'm really struggling.
I've never put
Yeah, it's
on.
because you got a hood on.
Where's my hood?
It's like tucked all the way in.
There we go.
I've never put on a Man United shirt in my life.
Oh. I'm honest, we can't hear anything at this point because the mic is like buried underneath this.
There you go.
It's green.
There you go. Do a little thing to the camera. Show the Ronaldo off.
I look really fat in this because I've got like
got
a
a
chest
hoodie
pain.
underneath.
David Vulcan, you just.
I look.
hoodie underneath it.
Honestly,
Someone's
sign me up for
calling
the
me.
UFC after this. Alright.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Ronaldo. Right.
Plenty of results over the international weekend. One that I wanted to start with was one that caught my eye this morning when I was watching the highlights. Kazakhstan versus Denmark. 3-2 winners. It was a comeback win. It was just a sensational result as well. And what made it even better was Ashkat Tegabagan.
That does not sound right.
Absolutely murdered his
I
name
say
there.
that. I always go for the hard names to say, and every time I try to say them, you go, "You've absolutely."
Yeah.
No, Toboggan.
Has it? I mean, I haven't seen his name.
Taggy
so-
Buggan. Anyway, some guy from Kazakhstan scored an outrageous goal to get it to 2-2, and then they scored a header in the 89th minute, and the same player that scored the winner then got sent off 5 minutes later. And Rasmus Højlund scored 2 goals. It was just an outrageous game. Dads, do you want to comment on it? I know you both watched the game.
So many. You know, if anything,
many moments.
I'm so many thoughts. If anything, I'm speechless. You know, I'll be honest.
So one of them.
None of us watched the game. But we heard Kazakhstan came back and beat Denmark. We're like, oh, it's pretty decent.
That was a good goal.
It was a good goal. I've seen it, and you told me it was better than Saka's goal, and I went, well, that's gonna be tough. And then I saw it and went,
Yep.
yeah, probably. He's hit it from further out, right foot swerved. Yeah, it's probably better. It's a fantastic goal, but obviously the comeback's great. But one thing I will say is, are we on for a new Haaland regen? I mean, Højlund, you know. There's something about the Scandinavian strikers. They're all balling out at the moment.
Rasmus Højlund.
Rasmus Højlund. Haaland, Højlund, potato. They're both ballers.
That first finish was actually very nice. Very nice lob over the Kazakhstan goalkeeper. Anyway, the England fixtures. Obviously, there was a couple of other games. You know, Ronaldo scored 2 in Portugal's win, 6-0, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
something like that.
2 in both of them
But
as well.
2 in both of them. But England played Italy and Ukraine. They won both. 2-1 winners in the first game against Italy. Jordan, what did you make of it?
You know, going into a game against Italy is always going to bring up sort of bad memories. But I thought we were very decent.
I thought
Decent.
Italy were a little bit. Like they weren't as good
Yeah.
as we thought they maybe would have been. Obviously, giving a debut up front to Retegui, who didn't eventually score.
But I just feel like we were. It was decent.
In the
We won 2-1. We scored 2 goals.
We didn't watch the entire
Simple.
game. We'll be completely honest. We watched up until maybe the 70th,
Right before Luke Shaw got sent
right
off.
before
really.
right before Shield got sent off, and we looked pretty comfortable. I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the defending for Rice's goal. You know, he's free to get that shot away. The penalty is just, it's just stupid from the defender. Who gave it away? Was it? I forget.
I don't remember.
I forget who. I think Di Lorenzo maybe, but you know, Kane obviously breaks the record.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say.
that was bound to happen.
I'm a bit annoyed that it come from the penalty spot though. It just
'Cause,
doesn't seem right.
The annoying thing about it as well is, well, you scored a penalty today. Well, in your last England game, you could have broken the record in a World Cup quarter-final.
Too little, too late. That's what I say, Isaac.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, Kane's broken that goal scoring record,
And
for
added
England,
to it since, obviously.
and has added to it, which we'll get onto. But would you say that Harry Kane is England's best ever player?
No.
Now?
He's up there.
He's up there,
Yes,
but I
but-
don't think he's our best ever player.
No. Who are you putting ahead of him?
Someone who's delivered when it mattered most. So I'd go for I'd probably say Bobby Moore is our best ever player.
Jeff Hurst. Maybe.
Paul Charlton.
Or Jeff Hurst, or maybe Bobby Charlton.
Bobby Charlton.
Actually, Bobby
Bex.
Charlton.
Bex.
I'd be tempted not to go back. So I'd probably go Bobby Charlton or Bobby Moore. One of those two.
But if Jack Wilshere.
Jack Wilshere.
I nearly said that. Right.
He's only got two goals.
If we won the World Cup, for example,
then yeah, I think so.
Because
then he's got everything.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be our top scorer at World Cups after the next one. If he goes, he'd probably just be about old enough to still go. That'll probably be his last tournament though. And he's not too far off breaking Lineker's record. He was top scorer at 2018. He's our top scorer of all time. If he had a trophy to his name, that's all he needs.
I think even if we won the Euros,
that's what I mean. And just the trophy.
So
but we don't.
He's more up there than you sound like you're trying to.
It's more that because of recency bias, there's frustration that we haven't. Because in the last two tournaments, we've got closer than we have in the last 30 years, and
if anything, I think that puts Kane higher up on the. Because we're just better than.
Yeah, he's ahead of Beckham in my books because we've got closer, but I still wouldn't put him in.
I think he's better than anyone from that. For England, he's better than anyone from that golden
generation.
No,
the golden generation doesn't get anywhere near.
This is the golden generation.
The golden generation, but not. I think individually, the golden generation is the best team we've ever had. However, it's a team. It was a team of individuals. That was the issue.
In terms of a generation of team that just looks very, very good, and it's all like everyone's together.
Yeah.
I think
this is the best. This is the best team we've had since '96 in terms of playing together.
Mm-hmm.
England had another game yesterday, beating Ukraine 2-0. Absolutely dominated on paper. Kane and Saka were the goals. Obviously, Kane adding to that tally. Saka's goal was just remarkable. It just was sensational. It's just so good to see someone like that. I mean, obviously it's not from my club, but it's so good to see someone from that kind of come through the ranks and just be like he is. I mean, apart from Kane, is he England's best player?
I think he is. I think he is. I mean, he got voted Player of the Year recently, and I think he's got a man of the match for England in like a third of his caps, which is insane. And he had 4 in his first 8 caps, which is pretty insane. He was our joint top scorer at the World Cup, and it took him a while to score his first, but now he is. I think for Arsenal as well as England, as he becomes more confident and more established. He takes more chances, he scores more, assists more. He didn't really look like he was trying too hard, when he got that assist. He wasn't sprinting, he wasn't working too hard, but, just to deliver a ball of that quality to find Kane. And the goal itself, to just receive the ball, turn, and very quickly just go, hit it. A lot of players may need to compose themselves a little bit more, but, to have that ability, it's insane. And I do think, aside from Kane, he's England's best player.
He's definitely up there.
Who would you put ahead of him?
I know. It's hard.
Despite being the only one in the Man United shirt, the only one not in the Man United shirt.
I'd put forward Jadon Sancho, Luke Shaw.
Harry
Maguire.
I think Bellingham.
Ooh.
Bellingham. I think watching Bellingham yesterday, there was a moment where he just picked up the ball and ran around about 3 or 4 players, nutmegs, skills. He just dribbles so easily.
It does feel like the future of England. We've got Saka's 21, Bellingham's still 19, is
19. I tweeted this yesterday because it was like the commentators kept saying, just so you guys know, he is only 19. Just make everyone feel like really old.
Exactly. Because, growing up, you always think, well, I still have a chance. And we have finally reached that age where it's like,
it's going to be a lot harder.
Probably won't break into.
When did you realise yesterday?
Well, no, look, look, Jamie Vardy made it late. He was playing non-league for ages. Ian Wright got found by Palace and he was like 26. There's still time,
But Jude Bellingham, in terms, Saka is definitely it's the 3 are Kane, Saka, and Bellingham. It's just whatever order you want to put
Kane's once Kane goes, like those 2 are the key to whatever we do.
Only in a couple more years, there's a Man United player in that conversation. But for now,
when Rashford's 30, in 3 years' time,
30, he'll be like 21 in 5 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got the Lingard condition where he's a child for the rest of his life.
Regardless, 2 wins for England, on the right path for the next Euros campaign, and that was the international break. It is official, Antonio Conte is no longer the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. We've been going on about it for a week, so it kind of feels a little bit annoying that we have to talk about it again. But yeah, it's finally happened. He had his rant, didn't he, after the Southampton game? And since then, it's kind of, for a while, it's felt like both parties have wanted to part ways, as the clubs always say on their official statements, but now it really felt like he wanted out. Apparently he was already in Italy, he'd already left the country, and then they were like, oh, do you want to leave? Yeah, okay, right, he's no longer our manager. So, yeah, boys, what do you make of it? Isaac?
I mean, yeah, he was on the plane. Someone caught it. He was on a Ryanair flight to Italy, like 2 days after the Southampton game, and it went on Twitter. And people were like, "This guy does not care at all. Like, he's just like, oh, I don't care. I'll just go back home. Why not?" And yeah, I don't know. It's so mental because it took them 9 days to sack him after that. I've never seen someone try and get sacked more. Like, we need to deep how amazing it is we're living through this. That is the most iconic press conference in Premier League history. That beats I Am the Special One. That beats the Keegan rant. You know, that beats what other...
The Mourinho...
the Mourinho, 3 for me, 2 for them. Yeah. This is the best one. It's so iconic. We just need to, just enjoy it, man. Like, we're lucky to be here. It's insane. And, well, they couldn't keep him in a job. Yeah, no. They couldn't. Like, there's no way you keep him in a job after that. He's begging for them. And also, he's sold the players out. So the players aren't exactly going to play for him for the rest of the season. Yeah, and, we were wondering, maybe they're holding out to get someone. And I'm wondering whether or not the reason it took them this long is maybe they were trying to get Tuchel.
Well, yeah.
And then Tuchel was like, oh, I might go Tottenham, I might go Tottenham. The buying job's available. Right, and now they've gone, right, let's just sack him. Obviously, Nagelsmann's now available, but I think...
They've wanted Nagelsmann for years.
They've wanted Nagelsmann for years, I think. But obviously, I think it was always the right decision to not bring in a full-term replacement now. I think the right replacement was just get someone in until the summer, get the new guy in for the summer, give them the whole pre-season and transfer window and everything. Obviously, they haven't got in an interim. They've just gone with the number 2 in Stellini, and Ryan Mason's made a return to the hot seat. So we don't know how it went last time. Cannot wait. Lovely.
I mean, Ryan Mason, I think give him the job.
To be fair, he's got an easier job this time. Doesn't have to play a cup final.
And also, I mean, last 5 years, name another Tottenham manager that's gone to a final. Apart from
no, but does it really count?
Does
it really count?
I mean,
does it count?
Jose Mourinho did all the work.
Yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Looking back, that is looking at Tottenham and the way they are managed, the way they're coached, and the way the entire club works. They are a club which historically haven't won that much recently, and with the move to the stadium, I think the whole mention of trophies has got to Levy, and he's gone, right, we're going to change the way we work, and we're going to bring in short-term managers. Yeah. And it's just not worked. And now Kane's bloody 5 years older, Son's rusty a little bit, and they've got no trophies. So they've wasted the last 4 years. And
it did make a little bit of sense though, because you wanted to squeeze as much as he could.
I know.
That talent.
And the thing that I find hilarious is that obviously both of these managers were brought in for trophies, and what did they do with the last one? Did they sack him 6 days before a cup final? And he is a manager who has a 100% record in cup finals and still does. Yes, I just find that so funny because that's the most Tottenham thing possible. Mm-hmm. You've literally got like a trophy right there, and you get rid of the reason you're there. And I find that hilarious still to this day because I'm going to be completely honest, if they play that final with Mourinho, I think they win.
I think you've pretty much covered all bases from what you said with this whole Conte being sacked thing, but with Nagelsmann, do you guys think it's going to work out? Do you think he can win the trophy, win them a trophy?
I don't know if he wins them a trophy, but I think he gets them to be more consistent. And like, the way they were under Poch, I still don't think they'd win a trophy, but I thought they were a more dangerous side. And yeah, that's what they'll be under Nagelsmann. They'll be a bit more consistent. He'll get a basis together. They need to get out some old players, get rid of some deadwood. Davinson Sanchez, a lot of Spurs fans complain about him being still there. Actually, I've got some receipts. Okay, I've made some screenshots today from a lot of things people have said before at the start of the season, right? So, these are quotes from people on The Athletic. This is the best. This is all before the first North London derby of the season.
By the way, if Jack Pittbrook's name gets dragged into this, I want you.
Jack Pittbrook is not in here. Right. First one is Cole Anker, saying this is the best I've seen Arsenal in a while, but they feel like they've already hit their ceiling. Spurs aren't playing great, but keep picking up points. Advantage Conte. Arsenal have been so impressive today, but tougher fixtures lie ahead. Spurs are unbeaten, and yet they have probably only fired in fits and starts. Ultimately, they may be slightly better equipped to finish higher. Then, Cole Anker again. Philip Buckingham. Tottenham will just finish above them. It's a vote primarily based on Antonio Conte over Mikel Arteta. Those Thursday nights will eventually catch up with Arsenal. Funnily enough, we're out of the Europa League and we're 5 points clear. Oh wait, sorry, 8. City have a game in hand. But anyway, Spurs will finish higher. It's quite nice to see Arsenal fans enjoying themselves after years, but there's something inevitable about Antonio Conte. Yes, the most inevitable thing was him losing his job. And then, obviously, last season when Arsenal lost to Tottenham, giving away top 4 to them, Conte came out with some quotes. Let me just give you them. So, after Mikel Arteta complained about the referee's decisions in the match, he said, Arteta is doing a really good job, but I listen to him complain a lot. I think he has to be focused more on his team and not complaining. This is my advice. If he wants to take my advice, it's up to him. I don't care. In 6 months, I've listened to him complaining a lot. It's just not good. Now, that is coming from a manager who genuinely is the only manager in Premier League history who I think has generally complained himself out of a job. So, that is all I've got to say on the matter.
Do you think Nagelsmann will do well?
Yeah, so with Nagelsmann.
Yeah,
that was very, very good.
I just needed to. Yeah, it feels like a win. It's a big win.
It was good, and obviously as Manchester United fans, it's kind of just if Spurs want to, look at how to redeem themselves. I mean, take a leaf out of Arsenal's book as well.
Oh, what a great club Arsenal!
What a great club. I must say, from this club's perspective, from Manchester United's perspective, Arsenal, I think, are the best ever English club in football history.
Well, yeah, the Invincibles is way better than the treble.
Way better than the treble winners, actually.
I mean,
somehow we've
Beckham can't even lace Lundberg's boots.
We're not talking about Arsenal here.
No, but anyway, I think Nagelsmann, yeah, they just need to go to a project. That's all.
Yes.
And you want to talk about a project? He's 35 for Christ's sake. Like, he's the youngest manager, and he's done really well already. So
he's not the youngest manager.
Well, not, but.
Will still, don't forget.
You know, he gets fined 22k.
So
he hasn't got a UEFA phone license.
Do you know he went on a 19-game unbeaten?
And he played match of the day. He played Football Manager when he started.
And you know he's a West Ham fan.
Really, he can speak a lot like.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've literally just exchanged like football Twitter there. You go.
If the rumour that was going around not that long ago is true though, about the players wanting Pochettino, do you think if Nagelsmann gets the job, Poch is going to be like, oh well, they wanted me to come back, why wasn't I given the call?
I don't think Poch should be that frustrated because I personally feel weird when managers make their comebacks. I very much feel like, you need to move on, think of new ideas, think of new ways. Going back to Poch, I think from a Spurs point of view, shows a lack of kind of thinking, because I do think they should do everything in their power to go for Nagelsmann.
Do you not think all of these managerial appointments since Poch has showed a lack of thinking?
Oh yeah, which makes me think it's obvious that they'll go for Poch instead of Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann, I think, it's so obvious even they can't screw up. They will at least give it a go, and it's all on him whether he turns it down. Yeah, he's had a bad 24 hours because he's lost his girlfriend. His girlfriend broke up with him. He lost the Bayern job, and then to break it all up, he got linked with the Spurs job. So that is awful. That's an awful day.
A bit of me thinks that Nagelsmann won't take the job, and obviously there's this period before the end of the season now that
they have a lot of time.
They have so much time to just sit, think about what they're going to do, and also it gives Nagelsmann and other managers a lot of time to think about what they're going to do as well.
I mean,
you look at other countries and teams that are losing their manager. Isn't Simeone leaving Atletico?
Oh, that'd be so funny.
That'd
be so funny.
Nagelsmann to Atletico.
Because that would again be a very attacking side playing with the most defensive manager in the league.
Yeah, but not Simeone to Tottenham.
No, but
Nagelsmann to Atletico Madrid.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, the last time Tottenham had this much time on their hands at the end of a season to appoint a new man, didn't they go through 12 managers and they all said no and they ended up with Nuno?
Yeah.
So let's see what 10 reject them in the summer.
Let's not forget Luis Enrique as well.
Luis Enrique, I
would go for him.
I think not. I just think Nagelsmann. I think he should go for them. I think Bayern was maybe a bit too big too early. Mm-hmm. So I think Tottenham for him, generally speaking, take my Arsenal or Man United bias out the window. I think generally it's the right job for him in terms of what's available to him. Yeah. The only other job I could see him taking is like PSG because they'll just take anyone and win the league.
Also, Bayern's expectations are much bigger than Spurs.
Bayern's expectations are you're finding it hard to win the league. Like he probably will win the league anyway if he stayed. They're just like, wait, there's a title race. Whoa,
we're a point behind Dortmund? No. And we're on the same games? No.
I'm pretty sure with their last manager, they were like a point behind Dortmund with like 3 games to go and still won it by like 5 points probably.
The thing is, right, with Bayern, I think this just proves that the Bundesliga is one of the worst leagues in the world. Genuinely, I dislike the Bundesliga a lot.
I like the Bundesliga.
I know, we know you like it. You're a bit of a Bundesliga merchant.
Everything just goes through Bayern and no one else. Like,
so Man City haven't ripped this up. Well, Man United haven't won multiple Premier Leagues.
I'll give you one prime example from January. Sommer, whatever you want to call him.
Just the best keeper other than Neuer
in the league, and they go, "Oh, we'll just take him," and no fight given up.
Like imagine if that would be like imagine if Edison was out for the season. They just went Pope.
Yeah.
We'd hate that. We'd absolutely hate that.
Imagine. Oh, Man City are second in the league right now. They just go to Arsenal and go, right, we'll take him.
Odegaard.
And then everyone's fine with it, and then they win the league.
They couldn't even get Kane in the Bundesliga. That is the easiest transfer in the history of football. If Kane plays for Dortmund, he would have played 5 years for Bayern. He'd won the Champions League.
Yeah. So, but Bayern, they're doing well. You know, I was backing them to potentially win the Champions League before they.
I'd still back them.
Yeah, obviously, we'll get onto that, I'm sure. But what I'm saying is, before they sacked Nagelsmann, I would say they were one of the favourites to win the Champions League, and they still went. You know what? If you next season we're in the quarterfinal of the Champions League and go, you know what? We're going to sack Arteta. Like, it just makes no sense, does it?
Also, he's what. No matter what they talk about in the league, and they are still in the title race, Christ. I mean, literally, Pep's second, they want to sack him. But with Bayern, he's won every game in the Champions League this season. Every game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, what's your complaint?
And so, just the Bundesliga is awful.
But this Tottenham Hotspur discussion has taken a little bit of a tangent.
No, we're talking about Nagelsmann, really.
They both work together, but with Tottenham, should we just say who we think we're definitely who's going in?
I think we've said this for 3 weeks.
Well, no, but we've had time. There's more options now.
Okay.
There's one.
Nagelsmann wasn't an option.
Nagelsmann is the option now.
Yeah,
if I was Tottenham, Nagelsmann is right there.
I think Nagelsmann is the one they should go for. I think they will go for.
Poch.
I think they should. I think I'll go Nagelsmann.
I think they shouldn't. Yeah, I think they
will.
Try and get Nagelsmann, whether he will.
I think they will. I think they will.
It's Jordan's Fact of the Week. Yes, Jordan's Fact of the Week is back yet again. You know, I say it every time, really, don't I? Like, yes, Jordan's Fact of the Week is back. It's never missing weeks. It doesn't miss weeks.
He says that. He didn't have it scripted. He did it in the break.
People didn't need to know that. People didn't need to know that.
I needed to out you. I needed to out you for it.
But Jordan's Fact of the Week, once again, let's just get straight into it. Did you know that Neil Armstrong originally wanted to take football to the moon, but his proposal was actually turned down by NASA because they felt it was too un-American? It wasn't American enough to take football to the moon.
Get them in the bin. That's rubbish.
Just put America in the bin.
Well, we just lost a
happily agree to that. Happily agree.
We've just lost.
Sorry,
American viewers.
We love America. Oi, Balogun's going to be playing for you soon. So
but it's one of those things where it's just like we want soccer to be this amazing thing now. Yeah,
America have been trying to get their country big on soccer for about 25 years, and it's still not happening.
Neil Armstrong was ahead of the game, and they turned it down because it was too un-American.
Big up Neil Armstrong. You know, when did he say this?
It must have been before he...
Did he say it in like the 80s?
I don't know, but...
Because I'm just saying, there's a chance he might have said it before the MLS existed.
But still, he wanted to take football to the moon. They said no, it's too un-American, and that's Jordan's Fact of the Week.
But his son, obviously, Adam Armstrong, is still doing well in the Premier League.
Class!
Hey, you!
Yeah?
Yes, you!
How did you get in my house?
Do you like YouTube?
Yeah?
Sometimes find it a bit dull?
No, I love YouTube.
Then you should subscribe to the Football in Question YouTube channel.
Why?
They've got podcast clips, original content, and also they have your family hostage.
What?
Like I said, subscribe now!
If you want to see your family again, subscribe now.
Mum?
This week's debate. Top 3 Premier League players that have been relegated from the division in the last 10 years. We've done a couple of top 3s over the last few weeks. Or whatever. We've done top 3 Premier League players this season, top 3 Premier League players in the bottom 3 of the Premier League. That's what we did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the top 6.
Yeah, in the relegation battle.
And this week we're moving on to past relegations. Jordan's smiling at me. Okay, do you want to go first?
No, I want to go first. I'm all going first because I'm the one who was prepared first. So I'm booking most of this.
Hang on,
okay.
How are we doing this? I think
I'm going from first to third. I'm giving my 3.
Third to first.
I'd quite like to do. We all do first. No, we all do third, and we all do second, and we'll do first. Let's mix it up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Third first.
My third is actually the hardest one. Like my top 2 is settled. The third, there's so many options where it's like they could. I know someone you've got, and I'm not going to go for them because I know you've got them. So I think we just mention more players.
Okay. Who's your third?
My third pick, I am going to go for. Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to go for Aaron Ramsdale. Obviously, he's been relegated twice from the Premier League in the last 10 years for Bournemouth and for Sheffield United. And he was Player of the Year both of those seasons for those respective clubs. And since then, he's gone leaps and bounds, and he's now, fighting for the Golden Glove this season, joint with Pope this season. That potentially might be another player which you can put in. But yeah, Ramsdale third for me.
Third, I've got my 3 players up. You've seen them now. Third, I am going to go for. Screw it. I'm going to go Wijnaldum in third. Third. It is close. I think my top 3 is quite close in terms of people. I think one player I'm putting just above. I think Wijnaldum has to be in the top 3 for sure. So yeah, Wijnaldum.
Jordan's third place, Wijnaldum, Genie, Wijnaldum, whatever.
Yeah.
My third place is Xherdan Shaqiri, Champions League winner. He's been about a top quality player in his day, on his prime. So that's my third place, Jordan. Isaac second.
Second pick, I'm actually going to go for your third place pick. I'm going to go for Genie Wijnaldum. Okay. He had a great season at Newcastle. I remember him scoring scoring 4 goals in one game against Norwich, I believe. And as well as that, has gone on and won every trophy in England. So I don't see why. Actually, no, I don't think he won the League Cup, the FA Cup. I think they won that without him. But he won the Champions League and the Premier League. So yeah, don't see why not. He should be second, I think, for me.
Second, I've gone for Jermaine Defoe.
Ooh.
Jermaine Defoe.
Where's this game from?
Gets in there for me.
I forgot about Jermaine.
Sunderland.
Right.
Sunderland.
Okay.
Bournemouth as well, I think.
Oh God, double.
Fair enough. My second place is Genie Wijnaldum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've agreed with that. I'm starting to worry we're going to have the same first place now.
I think we'll all have the same first place.
When I was talking to him on the way, I went, there is an obvious first place, and he didn't know.
Right.
And I remember him scrolling, and then he just went, yeah.
Mine's obvious. I think I've missed it. Isaac. First.
No, I kind of want to know who's hit.
Who is your first?
Because we know we've got the same one.
No, right, okay, I might have missed someone, but because mine was a bit of a debate between first and second. Okay. Mine's Andrew Robertson.
Oh no, obviously, yeah, Andy Robertson. Well, no, because he's won everything there is to win, so it's obvious.
And you've got we've.
Andy Robertson's first.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spurs.
He's won every trophy. He probably is.
And he's still going.
Over the course he's been at Liverpool, he's been the best left back in the league. There isn't a debate.
I thought you were going to come up with someone random.
I thought he was going to say do you know what? Screw it. Ryan Brewster,
Ryan
Brewster.
I
think there is a debate to be had between Wijnaldum and Robertson. I think there is there.
I think it's.
Let's look at the actual question. The better player, right?
If it's the better player.
Well, I don't know how else you.
Well, the reason
I've asked you something else.
No.
For me,
I put Wijnaldum third because I was just like, okay, right, let's just look at their careers and stuff, and I just really like Jermaine Defoe, so that's why I put him second.
I think
with that in mind, we can move Wijnaldum to second, and I'll fight for Jermaine Defoe to be third place.
I just think as a player, Wijnaldum's very good player, very good. He was very effective at Liverpool, and no one expected him to be as good as he was after coming from Newcastle, obviously getting relegated. But he did do quite well for the first half of his season at Newcastle, and was very effective, scoring important goals, obviously against Barcelona in that semi-final. But I just feel Robertson has just been one of the most consistent performers in the Premier League since he came in, and to me, he's the best in this list.
I mean, we knew that one.
We're going Robertson first.
Robertson's first.
Second.
Well, both of us have gone.
Yeah, I'm
Wijnaldum.
happy to go to
Wijnaldum second.
And it's just the fight for third.
We've all got a fight for this, haven't we?
I'll be honest, can I say, before we debate this, I have a ton more which didn't make my list, and obviously won't get in, which I just feel need to be mentioned. Callum Wilson.
No, what are you saying?
No, you go.
Yeah,
you go.
Callum Wilson, very good one. Idrissa Gueye, obviously getting relegated for Villa, very good one there. Mitrovic, getting relegated for Newcastle. Yeah. Sissoko, getting relegated for Newcastle. Yeah. World Cup winner, Andre Schürrle, getting relegated for Fulham. Very similar to Shaqiri, I'd say, in terms of level of what you can say there. And also, £100 million most expensive Englishman, Jack Grealish, getting relegated for Villa.
Yeah.
But,
oh no!
But here's the thing: when he got relegated, he only got 1 goal that season.
So he got relegated, but he did.
He did. He did play for them that season.
He's going to change his third place now, isn't he?
You're going to go Jack Grealish now?
No.
I was going to say, shout out to our boy, Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he does deserve a mention. He
does.
does. He definitely does. Captain for Manchester United, starts for England every single time.
If he stayed at Leicester, we'd all rate him a bit more. But sadly, his career's gone on a downward spiral since signing
He's the
for Man
captain of
United.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Do you know who he is? He's the captain of Manchester United.
I mean, how many times has he had
Do
captain?
you
How many
know who
times?
he is?
I do know who he is.
Anyway, third place. So
Yeah, third place.
Yeah, I'm backing Xherdan Shaqiri.
I'm backing Ramsdale.
Who are you going for, Defoe?
Defoe, yeah.
Right.
I think I'll be
Defoe
honest.
win anything?
Did Defoe win anything?
Yeah.
I think was he there for the League Cup for Spurs, or was he at Portsmouth in 2008?
He left Tottenham in 2008, and went to Portsmouth on
So
loan.
meaning
So-
he wasn't there for the final. So what has he won? that means he's won the FA. That means he's won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
If
Well,
he-
no, there you go, League Cup.
Oh no, he did get a League Cup trophy.
He's won the League Cup. He was in the Scottish Premiership side with Rangers that went unbeaten for a season.
He's got one player of the month. He's got one player of the month award in the Prem. He got Sunderland Player of the Year in 2016.
Let's have a look though. In terms of 624 appearances, 227 goals, including 57 appearances for England and 20 goals for England. Are you guys just getting Jermaine Defoe completely out of this?
Defoe better than Shaqiri. Shaqiri's won, what is this, 3 Bundesliga titles, a Premier League, a Champions League, UEFA Super Cup, Club Cup, World Cup. Like, is he better than Shaqiri? Is Defoe better than Shaqiri? And not just the trophy hauls as well. Like, on his day, Shaqiri technically is just an outrageous.
Oh yeah.
If we're saying on their day, like generally, we could say anything here.
Yeah.
Like, because I do think on their day is the most crap thing you could ever say. Because Charlie Austin on his day was world class.
He's in with a shout for this list.
Yeah, that's another
Charlie
one.
Austin
Charlie
on his
Austin
day.
on his day at QPR in his peak, in
Not
his,
better than
in his
Shaqiri.
pump was lovely.
No, Charlie Austin and Defoe on their day, Defoe wins.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So,
Yeah.
so there is some weight to
I
that.
know, but saying on their day, but with Shaqiri, obviously, we want to just talk about their time in the Premier League, so maybe don't include the Bayern-ness of it, and the Inter Milans, and the
The fact that the Premier League is the main
No, I said
thing in this.
The player, yeah, okay.
Best place to get relegated.
like
from
it'd be
the
like
Premier
saying,
League.
it'd be like saying, Charlotte, Wijnaldum's been great for Roma this season. So
Yeah.
with Defoe, it's very easy because obviously he spent pretty much 90% of his career in the Premier League. So don't use we won the league with Rangers.
No, I just threw that in
Yeah,
there
yeah.
just for the sake of throwing
I
it in there.
think-
But
I
Premier
just
League,
threw the
Premier League
three.
100 club.
At the end of the day, out of the 3 of these, only 2 of them I'd say have been in a Premier League title race. Shaqiri and Ramsdale.
Yeah.
One obviously currently in that and might maybe go on to win a
And
Premier
mine
League.
obviously won. the title race.
Yours obviously has won the title.
Is mine third.
Well, how big a...
Hold on. Are we just scrapping Jermaine Defoe off this list then? Is that what we're doing?
I think Shaqiri, on his day.
Look,
On his day,
I'll
Jermaine
be
Defoe
honest.
is
I'm
world
going
class.
to be completely honest here. I don't think Shaqiri is better than Defoe.
Really?
At the peak of his powers, I think Defoe is a class striker. And I'm going to be completely honest. As much as I love Ramsdale, he's still very young. He's still got more to do. If this was next season and he's won the Prem, I think I'd have much more of an argument.
So you're saying Defoe's third?
I think Defoe is third.
It's like Kazakhstan versus Denmark yesterday. He was in the bin.
Yeah, but as much as I like crapping on someone, I think
It
it
felt like
is
I was
just the
being
right
very
answer.
attacked.
I think it is just the right answer. I know you think Shaqiri's great and all, but Defoe, I think.
When
Look, I'm crapping on Ramsdale here. Like, I love Aaron Ramsdale. You've got to realise
You're
how
a Man United fan. You can crap on Ramsdale.
Aaron Ramsdale's better than De Gea. I've said that in a Man United shirt. So, and do you know what? He objectively is this season. So
When I like to compare players, when I think, this it's a little bit tricky, I don't know who's better. I quite like to look at their calf muscles. Now,
so Jack Grealish is first.
Jack
Jack Grealish isn't in the debate. No, Shaqiri and Defoe. Shaqiri takes it for me. All right, so
I think
third place.
For me, Defoe takes it.
I think we've got to. His goal record, if we're talking as a player and how good they are, then trophies doesn't come into it. It's how they've performed. And his goal record in the Premier League, doing that well at a late age for Sunderland, that impressive.
Bournemouth.
For Bournemouth he wasn't as good.
Yeah, but
He still scored a couple, but yeah.
He got relegated with Sunderland. Was he that good?
You just
Oh
forgot
my
what the
God.
debate was. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Okay, so to conclude the debate, in third place, Jermaine Defoe.
As the host, in
Yes.
third place, I'll agree. In third place is Jermaine Defoe, second place is Gini Wijnaldum, and first place is Andrew Robertson. that has been our top 3 Premier League players to ever get relegated.
In the last 10 years.
In the last. This week, the quiz is all about the person's other team. Isaac, I'll be quizzing you again about Manchester United. Jordan, I'm going to be quizzing you about Arsenal.
I'm going to be honest, I think he has more of a chance here because I talk a lot about Arsenal.
What are your
so I
buzzers?
feel he just might pick up a lot. I'm going to go
we have buzzers here.
Buzzers.
Oh no, you don't need them.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we need buzzers if it's...
Yeah.
I'm getting confused already.
Yeah, there won't be buzzers. That's
great.
Joel, I'm a bit happier now because at least gives us a bit more time than usual.
There's no controversy here.
Joel here, I think Jordan has more of a chance this week because I think most of the times he struggles because he doesn't get in there quick enough. So I think generally this is a bit more even than usual.
Don't do this to me because you're trying to get in my head.
No, but I've made a very good point. I've made a very good point.
You're sitting there, well, Jordan should be winning this one.
No, you're the one who said that. You're getting in your own head.
Jordan, we're starting with you first.
Oh, great. Okay.
An Arsenal question.
Arsenal's second top goal scorer of all time is?
What? Oh, what? Who is the
Arsenal's
second top goal scorer of all time?
Yes.
I don't know. Ian Wright?
It's correct.
I was really
Well done. I
in
didn't
my
think
head.
you were going for that.
I was really thinking
I was
he
worried
doesn't
then.
know. You're just gonna go Van Persie. I think he's like 15th or something.
No, I'll take
Oh,
I'll take that.
Isaac,
Who's Man United's second?
who is Manchester United's second top goal scorer of all time?
Thing is, well, you
That's
asking him,
so
I expect
piss
it.
easy.
And the easiest way is to remember
That is
who
piss
Rooney
easy.
broke the record from. Because Rooney's first, and I'm 90% sure that it is Sir Bobby Charlton.
It's incorrect. Dennis Law.
No, isn't it? It's Bobby Charlton.
It's Bobby Charlton.
It's Bobby Charlton. It's Bobby Charlton.
It is Bobby Charlton. Because that
two-
is easier than Ian Wright, I think.
It's Bobby Charlton. Oh my God, is he an idiot?
It is Bobby Charlton.
Okay, I'm not trusting you for a second. Does he know
it's
so
Bobby
little about
Charlton.
Man United that he's got all my questions wrong?
Oh.
Yeah, it's Bobby Charlton.
Bobby
In the
Charlton.
space of 2 years, he broke two
why have I
records.
written
He
that
broke 2 records from Bobby Charlton, England scoring United.
Sorry. Of course. Fair enough.
I remember when he broke the record in the next game. Charlton was at the game and he was
A
captain.
bit of me, right, was like, wait, do I not know who Man United's second
Yeah,
goal
for a
scorer
second I
is?
thought, wait, do we not know? And I went, no.
A lot of me thought that. All right, fair enough.
Is Dennis Law? How many does Dennis Law have? Is he close?
He's
third.
third.
I mean, all right, but he's not second though. Is he? Like,
Score is 1-1 after your
Oh,
first question
Jesus.
each.
just
try and
about.
get through
Okay,
these.
that's a bit more controversial than last week already.
Let's try and get through these. all right?
He said that you were losing today, and he meant it.
You went, Jesus Christ, this is Lee Mason on VAR all over again.
Jordan, question 2.
Yeah.
That's chilled me out a little bit.
It's not chilled me out at all. It's made me more stressed.
What, that he's going to get the question wrong?
Yeah.
Jordan, question 2. Name as many players in Arsenal's top 10 scorers of all time, apart from Ian Wright.
Okay.
So top 10, not second.
Do I have as much time as I can here?
No, you have 30 seconds.
Oh, great. That makes it a
Go.
lot harder. Thierry Henry. Right. Who else would be in there?
You said right that he's not available.
Yeah, Wright's not available.
20 seconds.
Let's think of some more Arsenal players that score a lot of goals. Bergkamp.
Yep.
I don't know. Perez. Lundberg.
Not Yullenberg.
10
10 seconds.
I don't know. No modern players are in there, surely. Is Aubameyang in there?
Yep.
Aubameyang's in
Stuck
there.
one in there in the last second.
The fact that Aubameyang's in there makes me realise is Van Persie in there.
Yes.
Van Persie.
Van
isn't
Persie's
Olivier
in the
Giroud's
top.
He's got like
10.
100.
Theo Walcott, 4th.
Theo Walcott, yeah, Theo Walcott has over 100 goals for us. Giroud.
Yep.
I was
Sure
like,
he's in there.
surely there's no modern players
The
in there.
third place is one that I don't know because it's like a proper
Yeah,
old
who's
one.
third?
4 points for Dennis Bergkamp. Oh, no,
Bergkamp's
sorry. No, Van Persie. Because I'm getting confused.
in all
with the order.
time?
Yeah.
Van Persie is your third all-time leading goal scorer.
Oh, I think it is.
What?
There must be like, I swear there's like a 1920s
there's
in there.
no
There's like a
way.
1920s player in there for sure.
Van Persie didn't score that much for you, I don't think. I know he scored a lot.
No, he's...
Sorry, yeah, you're right. I don't know what I've done here.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I was going to say, Bamyang's not in
I've
the top
done
10.
Premier League?
You must have done Premier League.
Yeah,
No,
it must
but-
be Premier
no,
League.
because-
Look at Arsenal's all-time scorers.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what I've done here.
Who's
I'm really
third?
sorry.
Who is
But
third?
Alan Smith's in the top 10. He didn't score a lot of goals in the Premier League.
Yeah, do you know why? He played during 1989, before the Premier League was brought in.
Exactly. So I don't know what I've done.
Yeah, you're an idiot. How have you done that?
What is going on?
Can we just clarify? Ashley,
just keep going.
Just
So how many did I get? 4?
So you got on. I can clarify on Henri. It's definitely right.
Bergkamp.
It
was either Pires or Lundberg. One of them was right. One of them was wrong.
Walcott. I don't know if he's in the top 10.
Aubameyang.
I don't think Pires is in the top 10.
I said Pires and Lundberg. One was right. One was wrong.
I don't think either of them are in the actual genuine top 10.
Okay, right. Sorry.
I think the top 10 they're all 100 plus. So I don't think Pires or Lundberg are in there.
If they're not,
I
fair
don't.
enough.
I
I'll happily miss out on the.
I don't think
that point.
I don't think Aubameyang's in there either.
Okay, you've only got
Henri.
Henri. Van Persie.
I didn't get
He didn't go Van
Persie.
Persie. I mentioned to him after it.
Okay, you've only got Henri.
Who was third? Because it's a proper old one, isn't it?
I feel like I've been led on a bit here.
Yeah, you did.
into thinking that was getting.
You were like, no, I've done really well.
4 of the 10.
And then I was just like, actually,
I
don't think that. And then I went, actually, I don't think that's right. And you've gone, oh my god, I'm not.
4 of the 10.
For the Man United one, can you make sure that you clicked on Premier League? No, he'll be like, oh, Bobby Charlton. That's why he didn't think Bobby Charlton was in there.
Yeah.
Bobby Charlton, he scored 0 goals for Man United.
No, but like now, if he asks the same question, you've already got 3. Well, other than second, because you miss out on second, you already know 3.
Yeah. Okay, 3.
Wait, is that the next question? Is it? Wait, so how many points did I get for this?
1.
Did I get 1?
Isaac.
Okay.
Apart from Bobby Charlton.
Yeah, here we go.
Manchester United top 10 goal scorers of all time.
Wayne Rooney, Dennis Law, Ryan Giggs, Dave Beckham, Ted Sheringham, Eric Cantona,
No.
Van Nistelrooy,
No.
Who's a great striker who used to play for you? Damn. Solskjaer. Roy Keane.
Done. Not Roy Keane.
How many did you get? 3?
You got 3.
Who did I get? So I got
Rooney,
Law, Rooney,
and who?
And Giggs.
And Giggs. Okay.
I just assumed he's the longest reigning player. I know he didn't score that much, but like, if you play for the best part of 20 years, you should end up in the top 10.
To be fair, I'm surprised a lot of the names that he said weren't in there.
I don't think Beckham I wasn't confident about because he was more of an assister.
Right. Van Nistelrooy.
Can you name any players that I maybe could have got?
Yeah.
Or should have got?
Mark Hughes.
Okay.
I wouldn't have got Mark Hughes.
Scholes.
I was thinking it, but I thought probably not.
George Best.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just me being.
The other ones you wouldn't know.
With George Best, it was just because I was thinking too general. Like I was thinking, well, Bobby Charlton, there's no one else from the 60s or 70s you're getting.
Now, I'll obviously double the amount of questions for this, so let's keep the talking to the minimum. I will try.
Wait, oh my
stop
God,
messing up the
Ronaldo.
quiz, but
He's not there. Okay, thank Christ.
Jordan, question 3. Arsenal have won how many FA Cups?
Oh. 12?
Incorrect. It is 14. Isaac, Manchester United have won how many League Cups?
He was expecting a FA Cup.
FA Cups, I knew that. They've won 12 FA Cups, I knew that. And league titles, I know it because you've sang it every year 20 times, whatever.
Yeah. League Cups.
League Cups. Oh my God. I'm going to go for, I know what the record is. The record is like 8, I'm pretty sure. So, and I'm going to say 5. Is it 6?
It's 6.
Damn!
Both miss out on question 3.
What's the score?
Oh, I got 4-2. Yeah.
40.
You can do this.
We are answering questions about the other clubs, so while I wear a Man United shirt.
I'm not really
Jordan.
concerned about getting questions wrong here.
Arsenal's top scorer this season is Martinelli. I'm correct
Yes.
on that, aren't I?
Yeah, I can.
That is correct.
You've got to love how the question master has to check whether people are asking. I am right, aren't I?
I'm second guessing everything now. But who did he make his Premier League debut against?
I don't even think he knows it.
I don't know.
His Premier League debut. When did you sign him? Right, I'm trying to let's think.
I'm not going to tell you.
Or,
I know
obviously
when.
Not.
I know when. What I will say is I was there for his debut, his actual first start for Arsenal.
Wait, it was in like a friendly or something.
It was in the League Cup.
League Cup.
League Cup.
Of course it was.
He scored a brace.
His first Premier League start was.
Is this his first start or is it his first
first
appearance? I think it's debut, so I think it's his first. He probably got
Oh, so
subbed on.
it's just first appearance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't even think when you signed him, to be honest. So I'm gonna go for West Ham.
I think he's right.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
I thought West Ham was right. Wait, did he come on against West Ham? We played West Ham first day of the season that year. So did he play in that game?
I don't know.
Because I'll be honest, I don't think he did. That was the first game of the season, and I'm confident he didn't come on.
It was a guess. It was a guess, right?
I think West Ham's right.
It was a guess.
West Ham was his first Premier League start, and he scored. That was his first Premier League start.
His first start.
That was his first start, but he might have. Did he come on before that?
No, Newcastle.
Did he play first game of the season?
11th of August 2019 against Newcastle, a 1-0 win. Coming on in the 84th minute as a substitution for Mkhitaryan.
I think Mkhitaryan had an absolute mare that day. I hated him.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Okay, you're happy with that.
It was a guess.
West Ham was his first start. We won 3-1, and that was in the midst of. That was just before Arteta got the job. But yeah, that was bad.
It was a guess.
No, unlucky. Isaac. Marcus Rashford.
Oh,
I swear to God,
this
is.
season.
Oh my God, it's going to be. Look at his face.
It's not going to be.
He knows what's coming.
Who did he make his Manchester United debut?
I wonder who.
Man United debut. So it's not Premier League. Premier League would be Arsenal. But you've not asked Premier League. His debut for Man United was against FC Midtjylland. Against which,
your face when you.
I knew that. Do you know what? I can remember exactly what I was doing that week. I remember we were on great form. We had you on the weekend. I was at Prezzo's or something. I went, oh, this youngster scored a brace for Man United. Oh, he's all right. 3 days later, he ruined my life.
Jordan.
Yeah. All right.
Arsenal's lowest finish in the Premier League is what?
8th.
Incorrect.
You finished lower than 8th?
Correct. Yeah.
Mate, then.
You finished 12th?
Yeah, what was that like?
1994-95.
Yeah, pre-Wenger. The transition from George Graham to Wenger was a bit of a dodgy one, not gonna lie.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Manchester United's lowest finish in the Premier League is what?
It's Moyes, I know that.
Moyes.
It's Moyes. We know when it was, but there are two numbers in my head.
Moyes.
7th.
Is correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Was the other one 6th in your head?
No, it was that or 8th. I was like, how bad were they under Moyes? Like, how crap? I'm like, no, they made Europa League, didn't they? And they got knocked out in the groups, yeah.
Arsenal were well known for finishing 4th in the Premier League a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we used to be.
A while back now.
A while back. We haven't finished 4th since like ages.
But how many times? When was the last time they finished 4th? No. How many times have they specifically finished 4th?
This could be.
Ever?
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
Jesus. Right. This could be.
I'm going to see if I can answer it after him.
This
I know
could
I get a point.
be
Hold on.
anything. Right. Let's think. I'm going to have to take a guess here. I'm going to go for 7 times. Is it 6?
I had that number in my head. I had that number in my head. Can I say?
6.
I'm going to try and get every year. 2006 we finished 4th.
I don't know the years.
2014 we finished 4th. 2013 we finished 4th. 2008 we finished 4th. And then there's another 2 when Chelsea and Man United were trading league titles.
That is so annoying because 6 was there.
I think 2012 we definitely finished 4th. 2012 we finished 4th.
Question 6 for Isaac. Since winning their last Premier League, Manchester United have finished inside the top 4 how many times?
Since 2013. Since 2013, how many times have they finished in the top 4? Oh,
He knows where everyone finished every year, going back to about 2007 probably. So I'll be very surprised if you don't get it.
Do you know?
I think so.
Obviously, under the greatest manager of all time, you did it once under Louis van Gaal.
Yeah.
You finished second under Jose Mourinho, which is an amazing time. That was the second time you did it. And then did Solskjaer finish in the top 4 in his first season?
I'll push you for time, Isaac. 10 seconds.
I don't think he did in his first season. I think he finished in the Europa League again. So I'm going to say it's either 3 or 4. I'm going to go 3.
That's incorrect. It's 4. Question 7 for Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Name
So
5
close.
permanent Arsenal managers in history.
5
And
permanent.
I've looked at, I've looked at the question and how unfair it is. Actually, I need to decide this right now. I need to
5 permanent managers in
5 permanent managers in Arsenal history. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Permanent managers. Arteta,
Yeah, that's correct.
Emery,
Yeah, that's correct.
Wenger.
That's correct.
Now it's the other 2. Let's try and think of all the people you keep banging on about over and over and over again.
Damn.
There's one before Wenger.
We've mentioned one in this episode already.
George Graham.
Yeah. Okay, he's got fourth. One more.
And?
Continue. For time now.
Who managed that?
There's someone else.
In the
that you
1920s.
10
keep
seconds. 10 seconds.
I don't know.
There are another two I could add.
Give it up. Just want to say someone's name.
There's a person that you keep banging on about,
3,
and that he's
2,
right there.
1, and that is out.
Say his name.
We're
You're thinking
out
about
of
Herbert
time.
Chapman.
Yes. Damn it.
And you could also mention Bruce Rioch as well.
Bertie Mee.
Or Bertie Mee. Bruce Rioch is another one.
Bertie Mee, obviously.
Bertie Mee. That's he's in a Man United chant. Bertie Mee features in a Man United chant, so he should get that. Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Name 5 permanent Man United managers.
Oh my God! What the? I'm sorry.
Sir Alex Ferguson.
I'm sorry.
Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, Eric Ten Hag, David Moyes, and Matt Busby.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
You did it without the most recent 5, so you can't really moan about the question.
No.
He actually knew.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The fact,
Surely
to be
even
fair,
you know that.
they've been changing managers way a lot in the last 10 years. It made it very easy.
Even you know that's
With
a bit
us,
unfair.
there are 3 in this century.
Yeah,
With Man United,
exactly.
there are 5 this century. Well, actually, hold on.
5 in the last
Right,
10
let's
years.
Stop.
No, there's
Stop.
4.
Four.
Ten Hag. Oh, no, there is 5. I didn't mention Van Gaal.
Jordan.
There is 5.
Arsenal's legend, Tony Adams, has got a statue outside the stadium. He's, everyone loves him. How many league titles did he win for Arsenal?
I don't know.
Yeah.
League titles in general,
So yeah,
not just Premier League.
first division titles.
Oh Jesus.
Not just the
4.
Yeah, it's great. Well done.
Banged it.
Well done, mate. Well done.
89, 91, 98, 2002.
What's the score?
7-3, you've lost.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I mean, considering you ask him the last 5 managers we've had,
That did kind of
I
take
was
the
going
piss.
to give you interim managers.
If you gave him interim,
he would've
he could have
thrown
got Freddie Lundberg,
yeah, that
Mertesacker as assistant
Manchester
manager.
United legend. Oh, hang on. I haven't actually written the person's name.
oh, brilliant.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
If you gave him interim, would Steve Bold count? Whenever Wenger got sent to the stand?
Oh no, I know it is.
So yeah.
Manchester United legend David Beckham. He's
Yeah.
won how many league titles for Manchester United?
So he's class 92. So when did he start playing enough games to consider himself? Because obviously you did win the league like every year. So I'm going to say he wasn't even in the England team in 1996. So I wouldn't say anything before Blackburn counts. I'd say 99 for sure. You won the title. Joe, I think from then on. So 99, 2000,
5,
2001,
4, 3, 2.
3.
Is incorrect. You won 6.
Shit. I'm thinking tactically. So we did play enough in the early 90s, is what I found. I was thinking he just wasn't.
Oh,
Jordan.
Jesus, right.
Spent too much time at Preston, I was thinking.
This
But
question's worth 5.
I want to so bad.
Oh.
There's options for this.
Yeah,
there are 10 points off the grabs.
No, there are. Question 9 for Jordan.
Yeah.
Name both ends behind the goals at the Emirates Stadium.
The clock end.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And-
that, because that's the more well-known one. Oh, also that's from Leeds United, Sean, yeah.
Yeah. Clock end and the North Bank.
Well
Yeah.
done.
I've just read the North Bank is the one from the chant. Have you heard of the North Bank Harbour?
Yeah.
I've sat in
do.
both. Got to say, North Bank is absolutely astronomically clear.
Go on, name all the ends at Old Trafford.
Name both the ends behind the goals at Old Trafford.
There's the Stretford end.
It's the other one.
And bloody, well, I know you got like the Alex Ferguson stand, but that's not the end, is it? And there's the Matt Busby stand, but is that the one opposite Stretford? I don't think it is either. You've got the Stretford end, and God, the something stand. I'll go for the Matt Busby stand. I don't think it is the answer, but I'll go.
Just check that's correct.
Is it correct?
I don't know.
Wait, so you don't even have the answer written down? Jesus
No, I
Christ.
did.
You did?
It's gone.
This has been...
You know.
What is the
It's not
opposite?
on the map, Busby.
What is the opposite end to Stretford end?
I don't even.
He hasn't
think
been
I know.
United in a while.
I don't even think I know, to be honest.
Yeah, it's such a... There's always one which is iconic, and they
You're
don't give a crap at the other one.
We haven't got the Matt Busby. You're thinking of the Bobby Charlton stand, which is opposite Sir Alex Ferguson's stand.
Yeah, well, I knew those two. Those are the side ones. What's the other end of the goal?
Oh, I know what it is. It's the
What?
East stand.
Oh, so it is. Yeah, I knew it was going to be something like that, but like.
No, that's incorrect answer, sorry, mate. Right.
I'm fine with getting that wrong.
Right.
The last question after this shambolic display.
The score is 7-4 to Isaac. The last question.
Oddly enough, the person who's performed worst here isn't me or Jordan. It's actually something.
Yeah, we've actually known more answers to the question.
Then he has. He's not asking them. He's the one he's the one who has access to the internet, and we're the ones getting them.
4 points up for grab here.
4 points up for
That's rubbish.
Goal.
Come on.
Jordan.
This has been fun.
Name 4 Arsenal players that have scored more than 8 goals this season.
More than 8 goals this season.
Yep.
Martinelli.
Yep.
How many do I need to name?
4.
4. It's worth 4 points. 1 for each player. Right, Martinelli. What, in all competitions?
Bloody hell, hurry up.
All competitions. Hold on, I just need to know if it's all competitions.
I think all competitions.
Yeah.
Okay. Bukayo Saka.
Yep.
Then I will go for Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
And one more. This is the tough one. This one is the tough one. Who is the last player? Oh
5,
no.
4, 3.
I don't know. Jesus.
2. No.
Trossard.
No.
Eddie Nketiah.
Oh yeah, I thought he exists.
He's our 4th top goal scorer this season.
Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, he's
Jordan
only got 4 in the league.
Score. It is 7-7.
But this question is actually worth 4 points as well.
24 points. No.
So he didn't get his points for that.
If you get 0,
Yeah.
then it's a draw.
Isaac.
And you have to come up with a bonus
Name
question.
4 Manchester United players that have scored 6 or more goals this season.
Well, you know one.
Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, Isaac's on the quiz.
Bruno.
Thank
No,
you
let
very-
me can I see?
Let him go.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Anthony, I think, has scored 6 or more. So that's 3. And then who's the other one? Not Martial, not Weghorst. God, who's scored? Fred.
Yeah. And Martial.
Martial has scored 6.
I didn't even think Martial scored 6.
I didn't think Martial had 6 games, let alone 6 goals.
Do you want another bonus question just to round things up?
Yeah,
Bonus question for each of you. Jordan, who did Arsenal sign Granit Xhaka from in the Bundesliga?
Mönchengladbach.
Well
Such
done.
an easy one.
Yeah.
And they were both easy. Isaac, who did Manchester United sign David De Gea off?
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's not a great bonus question because we could both just get it right.
And then
What
would you have done?
Then what would you have done? Because we both would have got that right. That was a bonus question supposed to split the draw.
I don't like hosting the quiz anymore. That has been the season 4, episode 23. Isaac wins the quiz. Thank you very much for watching, listening. Socials all that in the
I
description.
cannot wait to take this shirt off.
See you next week. Quite long. Don't forget, we are The Football in Question on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook.
And we are TFQ_podcast on Twitter.
And finally, we are TFQ Podcast on TikTok and Instagram.